members of management and staff of Lime, Mr. Coyote Omar, Chairperson of the Carnival Development Committee, and our specially invited representative of the media houses.
Welcome to the Lime Dynamics Mass Troupe media launch. The Lime Dynamics Mass Troupe has enjoyed a rich history in Antigua and Barbuda's Carnival celebrations with 13 Band of the Year awards. What was conceptualized by the Dynamic Five in 1975 is now undergoing a transformation with the addition of talented young people to the management team. Today we will introduce you to our team and take you through some of our plans for Carnival 2013, the 38th year of our mass experience.
Erna-Maw Braithwaite, band leader of Lime Dynamics Mass Troupe, has been married to mass since the age of 2. She was the first Miss Teenage in 1973, first runner-up in the 1975 Antigua Carnival Queen competition, and has served as chairperson of the Teenage Pageant and Queen of Carnival Committee. She also has the distinction of being the only female chairperson of the Carnival Development Committee. We invite Mrs. Erna-Maw Braithwaite to deliver the welcoming remarks.
Thank you all very much for taking the time out to join us this afternoon. As you heard earlier, the Lime Dynamics Mass Troupe is now in its 38th year. Early in 1975, Errol Bonanza, Pete Skillen, Trevor Gonzalez, Hiram Warner, and Victor Benjamin, now deceased, got together and decided to form a troupe to replace the defunct Paragon's group. Hiram still is a supporter, a mentor, and march player, and Errol continues to be affiliated with the band in a consultative capacity and was recently the recipient of a national award for his contribution to the development of mass in Antigua. The band has a rich and successful history, winning Band of the Year 13 times and always placing among the top 3 positions every year. We have also won the Prince, Princess, King, and Queen of the Band competitions on numerous occasions. For the past 15 years or so, we have seen several bands form, and many since have died, out of the ranks of Dynamics mass players. Suffice it to say, we are still here, with a base of over 400 regular and loyal members and the excellent support of our title sponsor, Lime. In recent days, we have invited and received several questions from inquiring minds, and we welcome them. We'll just address 2 right now. One question relates to the timely delivery of costumes. In the past, we've had some issues, struggles with the timely completion of costumes, but that is in the past. The several years ago past. We have improved upon our production methods and have no difficulty distributing our costumes before the carnival. Another question relates to whether or not we still play mass in lines and whether members are required to stay in their sections. On Carnival Monday, we only get into sections when we enter Carnival City and when we cross the stage. Other than that, it's jump as you decide. However, we are a family band with junior sections, and so these sections are separate from the adult band. We are also one of the few bands in accommodating private sections, and we are also a competitive band. These factors, therefore, require some degree of organization on Carnival Tuesday, as the judging of the Band of the Year takes place on the parade route. We have found that people choose sections to be with their friends, and for the most part, they tend to stay with their groups. So while we would expect everyone to understand and cooperate and remain in their sections as we pass the judging points, security personnel will certainly not be shepherding mass players into their sections along the way. That won't happen, so you still have the freedom. I will answer any other questions that you might have during this section. Despite our successful past, there comes a time when changes must be made to remain relevant and to respond to the market trends. I maintain that nothing happens before its time, and our time is now. Speculation has been rife since we launched our new Facebook page with a simple concept, Rebirth. We have used the symbol of the phoenix to reflect our rebirth. And while we are not quite rising from the ashes, rise we must, and rise we will. Many have asked, what does the rebirth entail? Well, there are 3 major areas. There is rebirth in our management team. Young, vibrant, talented, energetic young people have been brought onto the team. Though all of them are younger than this organization, they are excited and committed to the continuity and success of the Line Dynamics Mastery. Some were born into dynamics. Some were dynamics players from childhood. Some joined us in later years. Some have never played maths with us before. And some have played maths elsewhere and have now come home to make a difference. A little later, I'll introduce them to you individually, and they will tell you a bit about their respective areas of responsibility. There is rebirth in the service that we provide to our masters. Long gone are the days when we would put our money in our shoes and stop to buy drinks along the road. We have been an all-inclusive band for several years. However, with the new team on board, we'll be stepping up our game to ensure that the enjoyment and satisfaction of playing maths with the Line Dynamics far surpasses all other things. And there is rebirth in the music. From 1975 to the last year, the Line Dynamics Mastery has had a symbiotic relationship with first the Burning Thing and then the Red Hot Band. This is an affiliation which saw many years of winning prizes and evoking excitement on the streets of St. John's. We were more than just a mastery and a supporting band. Together we were a roadshow. To both bands, we are extremely grateful. And the familial affiliation, which has resulted between my family and the Edwards family, now goes far